It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Sacramento. I thought I'd share a few thoughts really quick. The other day I noticed a couple Twitter accounts I follow, they were using automated responses to thank new followers. Some of them were using direct messages and some of them were simply tweeting out the same canned reply. Automation can save us some time with certain tasks, but with other ones, it's incredibly dangerous to use. It might actually be more harmful than beneficial. In email, we expect automated responses, say if we subscribe to a list or we make a purchase. With social media, we expect responses to be personal and not from a robot. When we use automated responses, we're thinking that we're going to save some time. But actually what we're doing is we're conveying a message to our followers that we are, 1, we're a robot. 2, we are not listening to anyone. 3, we're probably not going to have an honest communication with anyone. 4, we're only interested in blasting out our own messages. And 5, we don't care about anything else except for making sure that that person doesn't unfollow us. Many years ago, I heard a talk by Gary Vaynerchuk that changed my perception of how we should use social media and how we should scale things, even in email. He built Wine Library. He built his following that allowed him to become a best-selling author. And he built VaynerMedia by scaling the unscalable. And what that means is having human relationships on social media and even through email. Not automating responses until he got to a scale where he could no longer do it. It was this humanity, this authenticness that allowed him to build a loyal following because he showed people that he was invested in them and wanted to know about them. A book that many people say that they've read but perhaps haven't is How to Win Friends and Influence People. The basic principle is listen more than you talk and be genuinely interested in other people. You will be amazed at what type of response you get from this, how many people are interested in you back because you took the time to be interested in them. Many businesses want to have a presence on social media because they think it will auto-magically create more business for them. But the return on investment of a social media account can't be measured that easily. There is no formula for every 100 followers I'm going to get X amount of sales. I saw a great article the other day and it talked about the ROI of relationships. In this article, a person was talking about how they had a job, I think it was in real estate, a few years ago. And one of the sales reps that they were working with said, if I give out 10 business cards, I'm going to get 3 leads. And out of those 3 leads, 1 will be a sale. And this was a formula that they lived by. But in social media, this is not a formula that scales because you can have a social media account, but if you interact with people, that doesn't mean that they're going to make a purchase from you right away. But it does mean that they're more invested in you. If you have a social media account and you're not active on it and you don't respond to anyone, you don't communicate with anyone, maybe you share links, but like you don't interact with anybody, you could have 1,000, 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers, and you're not going to get any ROI out of it. You could have a Twitter account with just a few hundred or a few thousand followers, but if you take the time to know the people who are following you and interact with people, then guess what? Now they want to see you succeed more than they did before. You know why? Because you invested in them first. You acknowledged them. You talked to them. Now they know you. Now they know a little bit more about your story. Maybe they know who you are a little bit more. When we know a person in the offline world or the online world, we're more invested in them emotionally. We know who they are. Maybe we want to see them succeed. This is how you would use social media, not with automated stuff, and especially not if you're still a small fry. Don't use automated stuff until you are like huge. If you're a small to medium-sized business trying to grow, the one thing that you have is time. You have the time to invest. We all have 24 hours. It depends on how you invest it. If you invest it in your customer base by getting to know them, by going to the places where they would be, in the offline world as well, and you interact with them on social media, you have a much better chance of standing out in the crowd. Say you've got an online store and your competitors have an online store, but your customers, say you follow them on social media, say you talk to them on social media, you have conversations with them, you know the people who are following you, they know you. Now you're not competing on price, strictly on price, because in a commoditized world, it is just about price. And if they don't know you and they don't know your competitor, if they don't know the face behind your company, the face behind your business, the person behind it, then everything is a commodity. One of the ways that you can break out of being just a commodity is to make things personal. So using automated responses, canned responses, and never interacting with people at all, you might as well not even have that social media account. If you're only going to use it to blast out your messages and never connect with anyone, you might as well not even have a Twitter. You might as well not have a Facebook, a YouTube, or an Instagram, because you have isolated those people. You have told people that you're only interested in spreading your message. You're not interested in listening. You're only interested in people listening to you. You have to invest in others before they invest in you. If you invest in them just a little ounce of your time, they will be invested in seeing you grow. Yes, we live in the country. It's better to have 2 or 3 social media accounts and invest your time into those than it is to have 5, 6, 7 and don't invest any time into them. You might as well not even have them. I'll say it one more time because it's so important. It's better to have 2 or 3 social media accounts that you're actually spending time on and active on and participating in. It's more important to do that than it is to have 5, 6, 7 accounts and not invest any time. You might as well not even have those. So take away this. Be human, be authentic, be invested in other people. Invest in other people, don't be a robot, and they will invest in you. Don't give up on this. This is easy, man. This is easy, but no one does it because they don't make the time. You have the time. Whether it's a priority or not, that's up to you. But we all have the same 24 hours. So how are you going to invest it? Are you going to grow your business, or are you going to make excuses? If you're going to do social media, do it the right way.
The old adage of having friends that you can count on one hand that are true to you than having 20 billion friends that you don't.
Very good point.
It's the old adage.
It is the old adage. This is John Locke for Lockdown Design. If you want to subscribe, right here. Here you go. Peace.
John Locke is a web developer and consultant based in Sacramento, California. You can find him online at lockdowndesign.com.
They were using automated and totally invest your time into those. Last thought. Oh, there's dogs.